Hey y'all, I am Helena Dior, aka Nina, author of No Longer Sharecropping Shame, founder of Helen's Help Center, and co host on the Speak My Peace podcast. I help others shine their light by transitioning hate to hope and experiences to enlightenment through shared expression and truthfulness. I am a survivor of childhood trauma and abuse, and I openly share my experiences coping with and healing from such a life. So, today, my friend posted a meme and it made me think. It was about therapy and Christianity, and it's an issue that I've seen from people, especially people a little bit older. Why is it that people act like prayer is therapy? Like it's not the same. Or they act like you have to make a choice, one or the other. Like, I pray all the time. I've had encounters where I know it was absolutely nothing but God. Like, my faith is strong. It could be stronger. I see how it's increased, though, and I pray it continues to increase. I communicate with God. I take time to learn and study, but I still know when it's time for me to go sit down on a couch and sort some stuff out with a professional. Like, I still have spiritual counsel as well. And thankfully, I've been blessed with real spiritual leaders that aren't going to judge me. They're not going to hit me with 67 scriptures like they came straight out of the womb to the pulpit and didn't sin in between. They didn't live life. They didn't do anything. I can't do that type of church. I can't do the type of church where I am damned to hell because my skirt doesn't touch my ankles or because I have tattoos or whatever else somebody wants to throw out there to keep people away. Like, church is some VIP exclusive club or something. Like, I can't do it. And then with black people specifically, if anybody else in this country needs a good therapist, it's us. I like, it shouldn't be shunned like it is with us. But I've been in and out of therapy for about 7 years, not for the same issues, but for different perspectives at different times. And right now, I'm seeing my first male therapist, which is cool because it's a completely different approach. He's very logical, and I work on a lot of reframing and restructuring the way I think with him. I've had several women therapists in the past to help me work through different issues like abandonment from my parents, or to heal from sexual abuse and childhood trauma and rape and everything. Just things that taps more into emotions I was avoiding. All things that I don't want to consume or interfere or impact the ability I have or the way I can love or the way I can parent my daughter. Even the most spiritual person can admit that God gives us wisdom. Like, you know when it's time to go talk to a professional. Don't second guess yourself when it gets to that point. Just because your mom or your grandma or your auntie, they shun you and act like you have no faith because you want to heal in a way that they didn't heal. You want to choose something different. And that's if they even healed. That's a whole nother issue I have. All these traumas that everybody in the family endured. Everybody went through the same thing, but nobody spoke up about it. In my own experience, there were women around me that were abused, that were raped, that were molested, that encountered domestic violence, that picked the wrong men over and over and over, and still are picking the wrong men over and over and over. And then when I encounter the same things, it's just everybody got something to say. It was like, oh, yeah, that happened to me. Or that happened to whoever, and why did you wait so long to say something? I could have helped you, but you didn't say anything. You could have helped me, but you didn't. You said nothing. And then once they want to talk about you behind your back, they want to question why you're dating this person, why you go out. Like, you know these things aren't good for you. You know this and that. But really, how would I know when all I see is your example? You know you're doing the wrong thing, but you're not going to admit it because your soul is full of shame. Your mouth is shut when it shouldn't be. And then you want to tell me, don't be sad. Don't be anxious. Don't be depressed. Just go to church. And I'm not saying that it would stop it from happening, but from my own experience, I feel like I wouldn't have felt as ashamed or confused if I knew that I wasn't the only one. If I could talk to a relative, especially a woman, and knew that she was going to be honest with me and truly share, it would have been nice. It would have been really nice. But I can't In my family, I can't speak for everyone else's, but in my family, that does not happen. There is no open communication, there's no honesty, there's no sharing of personal experience, no therapy, no real spiritual encouragement. It's just avoidance and prayer, and you're supposed to magically be better. That's it. I can't continue that. I can't. I'm trying a different way with my own kid. I'm open and I'm honest with her to the extent that she can handle. I don't want her to find out things in life from certain experiences, especially if I have had the same experience. How is my pain purposeful if I don't use it to help someone else in general? But if I don't use it to help my own child or help my own family member, like if it's a wet floor and somebody puts up a wet floor sign, or it's a freshly painted wall and somebody puts up a wet paint sign, it's not guaranteed that somebody's going to fall on the floor. It's not guaranteed that someone's going to lean on that wall and get paint all over them. But it's a possibility. So you do something to let them know. And we all hope and pray that things don't go a certain direction, but it's a real life possibility that these things can happen. We live in a sick and twisted world, and we can't pretend to be unaware and think it's okay. So yeah, this doesn't even have anything to do with therapy anymore, but I guess it's all the underlying factors for me needing it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Peace and blessings, y'all. And I'll talk to you guys next time.